Yo, what's up everyone? Uh, Cryptocurrency analysis video. I'm making this video kind of quick, or I'm going to try to, because I think that there's some important stuff that I want to say in this video. So just to recap, like the next, this past day, we had this rising wedge breakout. I think other people were drawing it larger than this, but this is just what I see. I think you could start it from over here too, but yeah, I don't like to cut candles. So then after this falling wedge, or this rising wedge broke out, we had a bounce at 9K, which is a pretty strong support level. We see bounces right here, and right here, but this time we formed a pennant, which is a symmetrical triangle with a pole, and then we bounced down. So it's actually looking like we're slowing down a little bit here, and we might get a bounce, retest 9K, and then come back down. And the reason I think we're going to come back down is because of this. So let me zoom out, go in the daily. So I see this symmetrical triangle playing out right here, right? And we actually have a triangle right here and another triangle. Let me draw this right here. So this triangle, you could say that this caused the move down to 7K, right? From 20K to 6K actually. And you could have seen this way before. Actually, you had multiple confirmations of the support and resistance right here. Only two right here, but this looks like a triangle. And you also could have gone on the weekly, I believe. No, I think it was the monthly. Yeah, the monthly. Let me hide this. So again, this, in my first video I said this really looks like a generic pump and dump. You get the huge run up, and then you get this large candle, and you come down, and you go to the mean, and you go up again, right? You see this on altcoins all the time when they're getting pumped. So let me go on the daily, and that's what caused this move down, right? Could have seen this, and I did. And I unfortunately did not know about BitMEX, which, shameless plug, I mean, not a lot of people are probably going to use this information. It's very valuable information, but there is a way to short Bitcoin, and that's on BitMEX. And if you don't know what shorting is, I suggest you look it up, because you need to know what shorting is to day trade. And that's what technical analysis allows you the power to do, is day trade. So back to the topic, right? So we have this pennant, and the pennant is characterized by a large pull, and then the triangle forms, and we get another move down. So you could say that this whole thing, right? Man, I need to stop saying that word, right? I hate that. So you could say that this is the pull, and then we're about to move down again. And I mean, it's hard to argue against it, right? Because we are in a crash, right? Like we're in a downtrend, and it's pretty obvious to see this. And this symmetrical triangle looks exactly like the one right here, the one right here. You would see these all the time in this, and I did videos on them. And if we go on the logarithmic scale, I was actually watching a stream, and this guy highlighted this, and I wanted to share it with you all. And this uptrend line, I think he drew it actually from over here. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that works actually a little bit better. Let's see, like that. Yeah, here's uptrend line, and it bounces perfectly off this level and right here. But this also touched this almost. Support and resistance is kind of an area more than a level, exactly. So it also corresponded with support and resistance, but I don't think you could have known that this was going to bounce right here unless you use this level, which it actually was pretty smart. So anyway, there's a triangle right there, and I think that also confirms the Ethereum triangle. Well, not exactly triangle, but actually a little bit of a convergence between these two support lines. And I think if Bitcoin breaks to the downside of that triangle, then Ethereum is as well. And Ethereum, actually, that I'm looking, the RSI is kind of nearing oversold on the daily. Let's look on the 4 hour. Yeah, so 4 hour is actually looking towards the lower side as well. And I mean, it's I think if Ethereum breaks, it's going to 570 or this level right here, that touch right here, and it's going to move sideways again and drop again. If it breaks to the downside. If we go to the upside, there's a lot of resistance that it's facing, and you know, the definition of an uptrend is when, in my opinion, is when you're gaining support and you're not really moving downwards, and you're holding those supports. I mean, sorry. And I mean, there's not really much else to say. There's no patterns on Ethereum really that I should talk about, or that I can talk about really, at least. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, I don't want to see Bitcoin or Ethereum go any more farther downwards. I kind of want to see this move up like we had in December, because if altcoins start popping off again with the knowledge that I have now, I mean, I'd be very financially stable, to say the least. So let's go to Litecoin, and looks like, so let's go on the 45-minute. Looks like we had a triangle. I'm doing this video again, sorry. So this triangle and this triangle, right? So I think I said this triangle yesterday. I don't think we had this yet though. So there's a triangle right here, and looking like a head and shoulders too. So let's go on the 15-minute because I haven't looked. And yeah, there's nothing over here really that you could have seen except for this. People call this accumulation, I believe. I don't really use that term because it's hard to tell when it's accumulation or if it's just what's it called, or if it's just getting ready to move higher. So it's probably that's why you shouldn't really use that. I mean, you can use that, but I don't. Stick to the things you know what I mean? Stick to the things that can make you money consistently, because that's really the goal of trading. So we had a head and shoulders and we moved down. And so let's go back on Bitcoin, see if anything is going on. So let's go on the 5-minute. Okay. 1 minute. I don't really use this, but I'm just kind of curious. Okay, so it looks like we had another triangle right there, so I'll draw that too. Boom. Boom. So yeah, that's the technical analysis for today. I would really, not want Bitcoin to break this level, and I think our death zone is anywhere below 8220, 8200. So yeah, that's really the death zone, and that's where I would start panicking. So again, that's the technical analysis for today. Hope you enjoyed the video.